Lucky girls in 2024. So, being in a relationship is not a flex, but being in a relationship with the right man is a flex. So, who are the girls that are winning in 2024? The first set of girls who are winning in 2024 are girls who are dating rich men. If your man is an odogu, trust me, you're winning. If your man is a rich man in 2024, you're winning. You're one of the lucky girls. Like they say lucky girls marry rich men, while smart girls marry men with potentials. So it's either you're lucky or you're smart. But if you fall below any of these I've mentioned, you're not winning. You're not going to win. You're never going to win. So if you're not marrying a rich man, you are either then you're marrying a man who has potentials. You're marrying a man who has vision. You're marrying a man who has ambition. He knows what he wants. He knows where he's heading to in life, in his career, in all areas of his life. So let's start with the girls that are dating rich guys. Like you have a rich boyfriend that supports you, this is babe, this is what I want to do, blah blah blah. He supports you, he's always supporting your business, he's always supporting your dreams, he's always supporting your goals. Of course you are lucky. Then you're smart if you're dating a guy who has a vision. Now the issue with dating a guy that has a vision is like you are gambling. It's like going to a casino to gamble. It's either you win or you lose. So if you're going to date a man that has a vision, date a man that has a vision plus the fear of God, that has conscience. If he does not have conscience, then in the long run you're going to be unlucky. Now look at it like this. In 2024, most there is now a shift in how men and women think. In the olden days, men were very masculine, women were very feminine. Now in 2024, we are witnessing a shift in the paradigm in the sense that men are now in their princess era. They are very much in their feminine energy, while women that are supposed to be feminine are very, very much in their masculine energy. And that is why we have conversations like what you bring to the table. But that's a conversation for another day. Now, if you date a man who has a vision, but he is God fearing and has conscience, has a fear of God, it's still like a win, because at the end of the day, you have like a bro guy who is just starting life, but he's very ambitious. He knows what he wants. He has a clear path, like a mapped out plan on how to get to where he is going to. It's a win, because eventually if he becomes somebody tomorrow, and you guys have dated for like a period of time, in his mind, he's not going to come to you tomorrow and say, well babe, I think we should end the relationship. I think, or he won't tell his friends, "Ah, I don't think Shola is or Jane is my spec anymore. I'm looking for a body. I'm looking for a classy girl who is exposed, who speaks well, who dresses well, who has poise, who is elegant, and blah blah blah." But if he does not have the fear of God, tomorrow he'll be like, you know what, Jane, I think we should end this relationship. Moving forward, he'll just look for an excuse and he will dump you, and you will not be. You will basically lose. He will look for an excuse, dump you, and of course you've lost because you've wasted years with this guy, and society is not going to favor you. So if you are with a girl that is dating a man who has a vision but he does not have the fear of God, well, I don't think you're going to win, because at the end of the day, if he dumps you and you come out and cry on social media and like men are scum, men are this, men are that. Imagine I dated this guy when he had nothing. Now that he has made it, he has dumped me, he has moved on with another girl. Society will ask you, well, when you were dating him, he was broke. Were you not broke? So I just see like two broke people dating each other. So that no conversations on social media will not favor you. Society will not favor you. You will not be favored, because they will tell you, well, two broke people dating each other. What's the crime there? It's not an issue. It's nothing to brag about. It's nothing to say. So why will you now come and say, when we had nothing, I was with him? So if you're going to date a guy who is broke but has a vision, make sure he has the fear of God. Make sure he's just a good person, basically. If not, you'll be at the losing end. And while you are dating that guy that has a vision, make sure you are investing in yourself. Even if it's 2 naira that you are making in your business is something, make sure you invest. Do not follow a guy to the extent that you forget yourself as a human being. as an individual, why he's pushing his vision, why he's trying to better himself. As a lady, also try to better yourself. If not, you're going to lose. And the funny thing is that in 2024, it now looks like girls who are second wives are the ones who are enjoying more than the first wives. Life is not Nollywood movie. Life is not African magic epic whereby a man suffers, you suffer with him, you guys get married and you start enjoying. Life is not a bed of roses. Life has its twists, has its turns, has whatever you can think of embedded in it. So if you're going to date a startup guy, make sure you are also investing in yourself if you are actually down below as well. Don't chase a man's dream and forget your dream. Don't do that, because at the end of the day, it will end in tears. Now, I want to bring you guys back to the story of a musician in Nigeria. I heard when this man was building a complex, his wife supported him with like 10 million naira or thereabouts. I don't know the exact amount of money. And after the complex was done, was completed, she was like, you know what, I want to have a shop in this complex. Like, just give me one shop. And from what I heard, I think allegedly he did not give her anything. Then they got divorced. He married another girl, a much more younger girl. Now she has a store in that, she has a shop in that complex. She has a clothing line. She's just living life and she's thriving. So sometimes don't ever think that because you met a guy when he was starting, you might be in the finish line with him, or you guys might actually be together in the long run. It might not work out like that. It looks like it's the gold diggers or girls who meet these men when they have made money that enjoy than when you meet them when they are starting out. Whether you like it or not, men don't like it when you know so much about their startup, when you know so much about that their humble beginning. They don't really like it. Forget what social media tells you. Most girls that cry these days are the ones that invested with their man. They are the ones that stayed with him when he was still trying to build himself. And that's the truth. We see it every day happening around us. It's that girl that always comes on social media to cry. So the best way to win in 2024, date a rich guy or date a guy who has a vision, but he is God-fearing. He's a kind man. Date a guy that will remember that when he was starting up, you were there from the beginning. And while you are dating him, don't forget yourself. Don't lose yourself in the process. Have a nice day. And I hope all my girlies win in 2024. Okay?